Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are interested in my journey to health, please stay tuned. Hey y'all, so if you've seen in the thumbnail, you can see there's a big difference in my body. So I had gained quite a bit of weight. If you've been following me on my journey, I have a playlist that says Diary of a Thick Girl. I've been working out off and on for a long time, and I'd fall off and get back on and fall off and get back on, and some of that has to do with me struggling a little bit with depression. And when I would go through bouts of depression, I would eat. That was my coping mechanism. These document stuff and braids are just really working my nerves today. But anyway, so I would eat and I would gain weight. Like I gained weight overnight, seemed like sometimes. Recently this year, I posted a video. You'll see that. It'll take you to that if you want to see, where I had a health scare. I was back home at my grandma's house, about to celebrate her 81st birthday, and I woke up and my stomach was killing me, just totally killing me, not knowing what was going on. I know for a while before that I suffered with fatigue for a long time, and I just thought it was just because I was overweight, no big deal. And I got up and I was fairly sick. But if you want to know details, like I said, click up here and you'll see that. Well, I had to have an emergency procedure done. After that procedure, then I went on and I had a little bit of an elective surgery done. I had a breast reduction done. My breasts went all the way up to a size H cup. If you don't know about an H cup, it's pretty big. Like I said, I'll post pictures at the end. And that was affecting my health as well. It's giving me back pain, and because of my bras cutting into my shoulders, I started getting numbness in my fingertips. So it was an elective surgery, however, it was medically necessary. The doctors deemed it medically necessary for my health, so I had to have that done. So I had that done, and my breasts were taken from an H to C cup, like a medium C cup perhaps. And then after that, it was discovered that I had fibroid tumors in my uterus, and I gained more weight on top of that. So then I gained weight up to the point that at the time of that surgery, I measured at 36 weeks pregnant. My stomach was that huge. One tumor was the size of like a navel orange. One was the size of a lemon, and then the smaller is 3. And that surgery almost took me out of here. It was supposed to last an hour laparoscopically. After 4 hours laparoscopically, they ran into serious complications, and then I had to be cut open. And then it took 4 more hours after that. And after that surgery, it just took me a really long time to recuperate. After that surgery, I had no energy. I barely could climb my stairs. I was falling a lot. My son would have to come get me and take me and put me back in the bed. Like, I was really, really thin. My blood count was low. I was doing really bad. My iron had got so low, they put me on iron pills twice a day. I was having to take vitamin C pills. And take all this stuff to recuperate my body. And during that time, I had a lot of time to meditate and pray and stuff. And I just asked the Lord to just give me the strength to survive that. And I would get myself together. Because our bodies are temples, and they're given to us as gifts. And we're supposed to take care of them. And eating is fun, and I love to eat, and I love good food and everything like that. But everything you eat isn't good for your body, and it doesn't help you sustain life. So I had to come to grips with that. About 2 days before the doctor released me, don't tell her, I went back into the gym. And I started out really slow, and I wasn't having very much progress, but that didn't bother me. I was more concerned with health. And plus I had lost weight from being sick. I wanted to get my body back some strength. So I just kept going, and I watched a video of a girl that I've been subscribed to for a really, really long time. And she started talking about she did this green smoothie thing for 21 days because she had gained some weight after her dad had died. And I introduced that into my diet, you guys. And if you want to see like a day-to-day video, like a vlog of what I do every day and how I eat and stuff, let me know and I'll film that for you. But basically I just introduced those smoothies into my diet, and my life consists of smoothies, fruit and vegetables, and meat. And so I'm going to be reading some stuff to you now from some paperwork that I've been collecting over the time frame, trying to get all this stuff together so you guys would kind of have an idea of what my size has been like. So in April, before I had the surgery where they took out the tumors, my weight was up to 245 pounds. 245 pounds was prior to the tumors getting as large as they were. So at the time when I actually had the surgery to remove the tumors, I was well over 250 pounds. That was in April, guys. Okay. And so then a little over about 2 weeks ago, I started working with a trainer. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see where I've been working out. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go over there and follow me. You can see where on Mondays I normally post a Monday motivation photo of me at a prior size and me at a current size. I post pictures on there a couple times a week of me and my workouts and my workout gear. I love workout gear. I'm starting to be able to buy new stuff that's smaller. And I also found out with working with this trainer, I found out that there's a book, and the book tells you about the foods that you are supposed to eat with your blood type and the foods that you aren't supposed to eat with your blood types. Meaning the foods that you aren't supposed to eat are the foods that help you gain weight, that assist in you gaining weight. So I looked that up and I reserved that at the library. If you guys want to know anything about that, head over to my Facebook page, jonilivnoutloud, and like that page and comment underneath and tell me what your blood type is. And I don't mind, I'll take pictures of what the book says, because it don't make any sense for you to have to buy the book if I can tell you what it says. And it'll tell you, outline in there the stuff that you should have and shouldn't have. And for me, I had to cut out chicken, much as I love chicken. Tomatoes was one of the things that I had to cut out. Peanuts, I couldn't have peanuts. I love peanut butter. So I had to cut those things out. And guys, I'm telling you, when I started making these subtle, small changes in my diet, the weight just started coming off. I feel healthier. I have more energy. I have more stamina and everything. And what this is, it says it's a body composition reading. And I got on a scale, and the scale told all this information. And I'll show you right here my first weigh-in on the scale. It's going to start moving the body. But that day, I weighed 223 pounds. So as I said, back in April, I was over 250 pounds. Okay, so in July, I was at 223.4. My body fat was at 45.8%. My body water, which means how much water was inside my body at the time, was 39.4%. My muscle mass was 115 pounds. And I'll come back to that in a minute because it explains a lot of stuff. My physique rating was a 2. My bone mass was a 6.2. My DCI, or my BMR, which means like how many calories I'm taking in a day, was 1718. My metabolic age was 50, and my visceral fat was a 10. Maybe I should have said in the beginning, this might be a little bit of a long video because I have to explain all these things to you guys. So the body fat percent was how much fat I have inside my body. My body was at the time 45.8% fat, and that number will fluctuate according to what time of the month it is for you and different aspects of life. My body water percentage was 39.4, which means I need to really up my intake of water. That's where I really struggle at, is drinking water. My muscle mass was 115 pounds of muscle. Now, the way the trainer explained it to me, I always wondered why it was so hard for me to lose weight. When I go into the gym and start working, I immediately start to gain weight, which was the strangest thing to me, which was discourage me and make me stop working out because I don't want to gain no more weight. Turns out I have a lot of muscle in my body to be a woman. I'm 5'9". I'm 39 years old. I'm almost 40 years old. And 115 of that 223 pounds was all muscle. So anytime I hit a weight, I'm bulking up. So she showed me that some of the weights that I was doing in the gym, I really shouldn't do them. And other weights I really should be doing. So that muscle mass is awesome. She said that once my body gets, down the way it should be, that my body type is the type of body type like Serena Williams. Everybody knows she's like a powerhouse. However, she's not a thin girl. She's thick. She's thick all over the place, but her thick looks nice. And that's the type of body type that I have. So I have to work at it if I want to get there. Serena, I'm coming for you, girl. I'm coming for you. My physique rating is a 2, and my goal is to get to a 5. My bone mass is a 6.2. Now, here's the thing about bone mass. The average woman's bone mass is a 5.3. My bone mass is a 6.2. The average man's bone mass is between a 5.9 and 7.3. So my bone mass is like a man's bone mass. See my hands, I have really big hands. I always say like I got like man hands. I have really big hands. Knowing that my bone mass is the bone mass of an average man and that I have 115 pounds of muscle inside my body made me feel like, whew, I know I'm not crazy. I am a big woman. And I was having a hard time understanding like, what is the deal? I would say, oh, I weigh this much. People be like, there ain't no way you weigh that much. Yes, I do weigh that much. And it's got a lot to do with how much muscle I have in my body and my bone mass and how strong my bones are and how much my bones weigh and things of that nature. So for my goal weight is to be 175 pounds. It really is, because I feel like at the rate that I'm slimming down now, 175 will have me looking real hungry, number one. But I'm also realistic, and I realized that if at that point in weighing 223 pounds, I had 115 pounds of muscle, I'm still going to be fit, y'all. So that is my goal to be. I'm 5'9.5" to weigh 175 pounds. That is my goal at the end of the day. Now, my short-term goal, which is for, that's my son sneezing, bless you. My birthday is in October. So my goal for October, by October maybe by the end of September, because I'll need to weigh in before the beginning of September. But my goal is to be under 200 pounds, y'all. I can do it, right? I got it. So I went back 10 days later to weigh in again, and I'll show you here.
You lost, that's good. Congratulations. 221. You was almost 224 last time. Now you're 220.
So I lost a little bit of weight, right? So I was 223.4, and last week when I weighed in on Friday, I was 221.4. So I lost 2 pounds in 10 days. Let me explain something. In those 10 days, y'all, I worked out 5 days a week. I did an hour cardio every single time. I did weights for my stomach. I did a little weights for my arms. Remember I said anytime I touch weights, I gain weight? So in doing cardio for an hour, I would burn at least 500 calories a day. I took out anything white from my diet. I took it out. No bread, no potatoes, nothing. No flour products, no any of that. No fried foods. No anything. I promise you, all I was having was smoothies, fruits and vegetables, and meat for dinner. Sometimes I would have a lemonade. But you see what I'm saying when I say it's so difficult for me to lose weight. But I could tell by how my body is shaping up. My stomach looks differently. My arms look differently. But it is not showing on the scale whatsoever. 2 pounds in 10 days and doing that much working out and burning that much calories. But I just got to stick it out because I understand how this is rolling for me. And I got the big picture. I thank you guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye. I have to envision in my mind what my body is going to look like in the end.
Exactly.
And just push. And I talk to myself like, push, girl, you got this.
It's called self-motivation.
Yeah, like you have to encourage yourself. Like, don't do that. Don't you stop. It's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
It's not happening
it's
today.
It's not in my game.
All that kind of stuff.